Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. We have arrived here at Stoke, and let's see how things are going.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Well met, friend. We have need of a warden such as yourself. Oh, is there something going on then?
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
I confess that I find it a joy to see strangers journeying through our lands. As you can see, Stoke is in dire need of assistance. You should speak at once with Frithhild, our reeve. No doubt she will welcome you as a friend. Frithhild is likely in council with her captains within the mead hall. You should go there at once. Okay, speak with Frithhild, the reeve of the Broadacres. Alright. Now, let's see if we could find out anything about... Oh, hello there, Corden. I didn't see you for a moment.
It seems that our fortunes turn for the worse.
Well, what's wrong? A glint of light caught my eye from afar, and my worries are now confirmed. Corden holds up a small object that he found in the grass. A blood-red ruby fitted into a silver brooch shaped in the form of an eye. Our friend knew of our pursuit and discarded the only thing by which we would be able to know him. Now he vanishes into the city, free to strike at his leisure. I will give you this brooch, but I confess this is not the outcome for which I hoped. Now we must deliver a warning only to the reeve, and not the means of ending the threat. Yes, that is a problem. The consolation is he'll have harder contacting his friends because the brooch there is supposed to be a form of identification for them. And it's hard to do that if he doesn't have it. Unfortunately, yeah, it means that he could do his will in secret. Here is the seat of the Broadacres, and it appears that Fritild is sitting on the right seat, at least from her point of view, rather than the center. And that there is a helm here. So that means that she is probably a widow. Her husband was the reeve, and she is probably ruling in the stead of an heir or something like that. That would be the most logical way to figure this out.
Maintain the peace and do no harm to my people or their lands, and you will be welcome.
Yes. Eowyn has always been a strong girl, and in truth, she reminds me of myself at that age. When she has grown some more and broken a nose or two, she will be quite a woman. She must chafe at remaining behind to shepherd the people to safety while others ride a war. I would do the same had the war not come right to my own lands. There is a battle enough in the broad acres. Someone may have seen your secret interloper as he came to Stoke Pineleaf. You should speak with Wingbald, the guard at the southern gate. If anyone saw anything, it would be Wingbald. He misses very little. Well then, that sounds like the perfect man to talk to then.
There is work to be done here.
And you have come at an opportune time, stranger. It grieves me that I cannot yet send aid to Theoden King. I am a loyal subject, but I must consider my own people first. We have been under assault by warg riders for days. The grazing lands west of Stoke burn, and our town is overcrowded with refugees and livestock. If we could break this siege, there will be nothing to stop me from going to my king's aid. Please, help secure the gates of the town while I consider the best course of action. You can find wooden planks throughout the town, gather them, and take them to the gates and repair the damaged barricades. I'll do that right after I speak with the guard. It looks like I found Wiegbald.
You say you look for someone. I've seen scores come through this gate today.
What can you tell me about the appearance of this person you're seeking? Well, I don't know too much. He sort of looks typical. Blonde, yellowish brown armor. Has a fondness for a red gem that looks like he may have thrown away. That makes it more difficult to find someone, no doubt about it. There was one fellow I thought seemed worthy of suspicion. Now that you mention it, though, he kept asking about the Norcrofts, so it could be that he left this village entirely and is heading east. Oh, all right. I'll see if I can find anything around here, but thanks for the tip. Well, you're welcome to look about if you like, of course. It is your time that you're wasting. The only suspicious fellow was asking about the Norcrofts. Right. Well, that wasn't too much help. About the Norcrofts. Well, maybe the man who threw away the gem was doing his best not to act suspiciously. He may have been very good at covering it. There's always a possibility some of those people were going all about for a long time before they were detected. So I am not going to bet that it could just been some sort of burglar or something like that, or maybe someone who's doing some sort of search or whatever. Because the Norcrofts, nah. Well, of course, the Norcrofts is where I first ran into information about these people. So it could be sort of a central headquarters or something like that. You find booted footprints to the mud at the base of the fence. Or, of course, he may have been just trying to throw off his track, which is always a possibility. Because I'm sure that those guys can be sneaky. Very sneaky. Hold on. What's this over here? Ooh, these leaves seem to be a bit scattered. Ooh, yeah, I guess it could have been the wind. Well, anything else around here that could be potentially useful? Oh, here's a helmet. An abandoned helmet. Yes, you found a helmet? Hello there.
Are you looking for the man who dropped that helmet?
Yes, I saw the man come back for it, but when he saw me, he ran. I followed him for a while, but he kept running west of town, and I think he might have been looking for the orcs. I could tell that he was in trouble. Did I do the right thing? If I see him again, I'll tell you, or Frithfield. You had better tell her who I am, so that she'll let me into the mead hall. My name is Udguth, and I lived here in Stoke my whole life. My mother says I need to stay inside the walls. That's the only reason I didn't follow the man and bring him back to the king's justice. I knew that he was a villain. You tell Frithil that I'll let her know if I see him again. All right? Promise that you will? Promise? Yes, yes, yes. I'll speak with the Reeve. I'll speak with the Reeve. Well, 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 well. So, she says that someone suspicious was going west, and the guard says east. Now, what is the case? Now, it's supposed to be a reliable guard. Oh well. Let me speak with the Reeve. Before I speak with her, perhaps I should take care of these barricades so I could at least tell her that I may have something that was successful. Because if we don't do that, then, well, let's just say I want to make sure that she's still of a nice disposition for me. I've spoken with the guard and did some searching.
You say this child saw the man for whom you seek, and he has joined the orcs?
That's what she said. I would like to meet Osguth and speak with her myself. My hall will be open to her as well. If this man that you pursue from Adoras has joined with the orcs, the danger he poses has turned from a secret one to a threat that we in Stoke know all too well. We have been endangered by the ravages of orcs and their half-orc brethren for many months now. Well, the only thing we can hope is that the orcs don't recognize him because he threw away his red-eye emblem. But he may be a good fast talker, and it might not mean too much in that case. Was something that's finally better than the Hootbolt stuff, perhaps? Well, that'll be a change.
The orcs have launched attacks on Stoke before now, but we must not remain idle.
Yes, we fended off the previous assaults, but we can't remain idle. If this secret foe that you chased here is as canny as he seems, he might be able to help the orcs attack more effectively. The camp is called Barthorian in their filthy tongue. Wipe the land clean of its foul inhabitants and see if you can find any sign of their plans. Alright, so I need to kill the orc raiders from Barth Doram. Alright, and also I put up those barricades you requested.
Will you help my people?
Yes, I believe I know what must be done, though I dare say I am concerned that it may not be possible. Yeah?
Will you help my people?
Yes, I know what needs to be done, but I hesitate to do it. If we are to send aid to Theoden King, we must first break the siege upon Stoke. But to do that, we must muster the Thanes of the Broadacres, and I have no doubt that they, too, face the threat of assault. Nevertheless, it must be done. Speak with Grimmar, and he will provide you with the signets to take to the Thanes. Each signet bears the crest of my households, and they will know that it means that we are in dire need of aid. Not far to the northeast lies Ozerley, where there dwells Ordlach. It is settled on an embankment leading down into the Entwash, so they must not have seen the smokes of the fires here. Ordlach is a pleasant fellow and likely would be most ready to join our cause. You should go to him first. All right, I will go there to. I will go there. That would be good. But of course, I need to speak with him first. Yes.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
So the Reeve has decided to summon the Thanes? I recommended that she do so a few days ago, but I understand her concerns. It may well be that Ordlach and Tordog will be unable to come to us in time. Nevertheless, here are the signets of Ozerley and Turnbury. Frithhild told you of Ordlach, but not of Tordog. That Thane of Thorsbury is brave and a mighty warrior, but he is not the most clever man. It took much for him to accept Frithilde, a woman, as Reeve when her husband perished, but since she broke his nose in a brawl, he has been a faithful retainer. Me. Well, that's one way of having diplomacy in there. Yes. May fortune smile upon you as you deliver these tokens. Go to Osley first. Alright, fine. I'll go to Osley first and see what is happening and down there. But of course, I do want to take care of these orc raiders who are nearby first. Aha! I have found a half orc. I was beginning to despair that I would find any of them anywhere around here. But it looks like I found them, and this archer is going to lead me on a merry chase, it appears. Well, that takes care of one of them. Now, let's see if we can find a few more. Okay, this is where they've been hiding. All right. I've been looking all over for them, and it took me a while before I could find any. But it looks like that wherever I was searching before, obviously, wasn't where they were at, because they were all hiding here. There you go. 2 down. I'll see if I can find a few more. I think I pretty much cleared out this area, which is good news. I don't think there'll be too many of them more around here. There you go. Ah. I found a map here. Well, I better take this to the Reeve. It looks like she's speaking with Agus.
You return to sorrowful news. Wigbold has been murdered.
You say you found this map of Stoke on the body of a villain from Barthadoram? I am not surprised. See these markings? Someone has made notes on this map, and though I can't read the writing, I'm familiar enough with my own walls to know that these annotations represent vulnerabilities in our defenses. Your secret foe is seeking to improve the orcs' chance of raising Stoke. But you return to more sorrowful news. Adguth found something, and hastened to bring me news at once. Wigbold has been murdered. Speak with the child and hear her account. Yes, what happened?
I found a dead body. It was Wigbold. I remember his big red beard.
His big red beard? Yes, I was running around on the eastern side of the town looking for that sour-faced fellow we talked about when I stumbled upon a body lying in the grass. I stayed just long enough to see if I knew who it was. And I did. It was Wigbold, one of the town guards. I remember his big red beard. He was always kind to me, and now I think that man you were looking for must have killed Wigbold before he fled the city. I can point you out to where I found his body if you like. I was just telling the Reeve about it, and she says that I did the right thing to come to her at once. Yes, all right, I'll investigate that location. I'll investigate it. But we both had a yellow beard. He was somewhere around here, if I remember the description. Oh, yes. I can't tell how long he's been dead, but it seems that he suffered a blow to the head from some heavy object. Dirt and mud on his clothes indicate that he was killed somewhere else and then dragged into the heavy grass. But of course, there is another matter. This is not the same Wigbold that I spoke with earlier. This man does have a red beard. And the other man fit the description and is no longer here. Gordon? Well, he's wily, I gotta say that.
We have been deceived. The man we spoke to was not Wigbold.
Yes, it wasn't Wigbold, but our quarry. I believe I can piece together the tale, but it brings me no joy to do so. Our secret foe arrived at the gates of Stoke sometime during the night, where he was challenged by Wigbold to identify himself. What name did he give? Perhaps Ednoth, or Golding, or another that we don't even know? What story did he weave for Wigbold? I can't say, but my guess is that it played upon the guard's sympathies. From this I draw another conclusion. Our cunning foe must appear, from the outside, to be a good man of Rohan. There will be little about him to mark him as an enemy, or Wigbold would never have let him into Stoke. But let him in he did, and at some point Wigbold was overcome and slain. What does it reveal about our foe that he was so bold as to take Wigbold's place and speak falsehoods to the very people in pursuit of him? That what it is that is what worries me the most, Pineleaf. Our foe is bold, and he's cunning, and he is unafraid. It is clear to me now why he spoke of the Norcrofts, though. It is, even though we didn't at the time, he was trying to steer us in the wrong direction. We must give this news to the Reeve. So our man has escaped. Will we be able to find him again? Or is he gone for good? Maybe we'll find that out in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.